Hello folks, in this video I'm gonna show you how I built a payment discrepancies resolution system that will automatically detect the invoice mismatch, invoice amount mismatch, and generate the reports and even send an email alert. I have set up this PostgreSQL database on my computer, uh, and I used Python, especially Pandas library to analyze the mismatch in payments. And I built an interactive dashboard with Streamlit, and I have automated email alerts for discrepancy. You know, uh, I'm gonna show you how I did that. First is I have installed this PG admin software for this PostgreSQL, and if you go here, yeah, I've created this data payment discrepancies resolution database, and I've created, if you see here, I've created two tables in this database, and one is invoices and the other one is payment. So if I go here, go to query tool, okay, don't save. Yes. Select everything from payment. Yeah, if you see, I have payment ID, invoice ID, payment date and amount in the payments table, and in invoices I have the invoice ID, customer name, invoice date, due date, amount, status, and the total paid. Okay. Uh, I'll show you how I created this two table. Um, yeah, once I created this two table, I went to this macro website to create this dummy data set for this tables. Okay, give me a minute, let me share the screen. No, it's not visible. I hope yeah, I hope you guys can see it on the screen. This is the website I used to create this two mock data sets. If you see, I have the same invoice ID, customer name, invoice date, due date, amount, and status for this invoice data. I have created like 1,000 of the entries on both the payments and yeah, payments and invoices. And once I have this data set, okay, go back to my PG screen. Yeah, I just manually you know um, imported the data from the download files. If you see here, if you see here, I have struggled a lot with uploading that data set to my table. After multiple attempts, I found out you know uh, the table logic, it was not matching the table logic, or there was no unique uh, unique elements in the data sets, or they add the different type of data types while uploading uh, the data set. And finally I figured out, debug this data type error and the logic error, because in the table I wanted each invoice number to be distinct, and in invoice table, invoice ID was the primary key, and in the payments table, payment ID was a primary key, and the invoice ID was present. Uh, so that the invoice ID in the both the tables should match, and payment ID should be distinct, and the invoice ID should be distinct. There it struggled a bit, but I was finally able to upload the data set manually to the table. Okay, once no, don't save. Yeah, once I add this data, with the help of this query. Okay, okay. This query, which I wrote, where told me how many number of short paid and overpaid are there. So if I run the query, oh sorry, I didn't know that it was selected. Yeah, if you see, there are 94 line items short paid, and 100 line items overpaid out of my overall 1000 line items of data. Now I need to investigate and research on this 94 short paid and 100 overpaid. you know and then what I did was, you know uh, yeah, with the help of this query, you know these selects the invoice ID, the customer name, and the amount as invoice amount, from the invoice table. Okay, and it joins and it joins invoice table with the payments table on the invoice ID using the left join. Okay, using the left join, it joins the payments table with the invoice table, using this is the invoice ID. If you remember, both the invoice ID in the both the columns were same. That is what it was matching in the two tables, and it just sums the payments. If multiple customer made for example, if we have a $100 invoice, and if the client has made 20 dollars, five payments, it just like sums it all, and you know sums it all. Or if there is any payment, it returns as a zero instead of null. mm, okay, and it only filters out the invoices, okay, which will not match the invoice amount and the invoice amount and the total paid. So if you see here, for example, invoice 1560, The invoice amount was $18 and the total paid was $20, and we have $20 excess payment. Okay, if you see 99 and they paid the 90, and $9 is a short paid here. Okay, once I joined this table, next what I did was fetch and analyze the data with the Python. um, okay, let me open my Jupyter notebook. Let me share my screen. Yeah, is it visible? No. Okay, I don't see that. Okay. Yeah, so if you, yeah, this is my Jupyter notebook. Dis- discrepancy, you know uh yeah, 1 minute. I've just installed this psychop G2 Python packages, which is like just a PostgreSQL database adapter for Python. Which will allows Python program to connect and interact with my PostgreSQL SQL. So that's it. I've just uh, just to check if it's working fine or not. I printed this statement. Import it correctly, just to, it can go ahead and print it. So here, if you see, I imported this pandas and psychop to libraries, pandas as PD, and these are that my system database credentials. This Postgres, this is password, database password. Okay, and yeah, and now it has it tries to establish the connection. So if if it's able to establish the connection, it will just print saying that error database connection was successful. It used the same username, password, and all the things which are in this, which are here. And once that is done, if you remember the query which I showed you on SQL, same query I have here. Yeah, same query. It'll just filter out short paid and overpaid, and it fetches the result and save it as a discrepancy report of CSV. And once this is done, it prints the report. And once that is done, it'll close the connection with the database. So if you see here, discrepancy report, it shows top five and bottom five of the records. And if you see, we have 194 rows and 5 columns. And if you observe it on my, okay, this was not, yeah, if you go to this query and see 100 plus 4, 94, it is 194. Okay, or if I run this, you can also see here, showing one of 194 rows. So let me go back to my Chrome. Yeah, you can see the Chrome, right? Yeah, it is visible on the screen. Let me go back here. Yeah, you'll be able to see the same, and the database and connection is closed once this is done. So if I go back, and if you want me to see, if you see, there are just discrepancy report, report one, one. These are the two reports. If you want me to do like example, we do 7. So if I go and run this, see database connection is closed, same thing. If I go back here, see, I can see a discrepancy report here saying that report 7. So sorry, it was, yeah, 7, the same report which I've saved it now. So and then I've installed, okay, the Seaborn uh, library, Python library. So yeah, this fetches and saves this, all the 194 underpaid and overpaid invoices, saves it in the CSV format. See, in the CSV format. Mm, yeah, and then after once I've installed this Seaborn library, I've imported this pandas matplotlib, as plt, pandas as pd, Seaborn as sns, and I print this data frame head. Data frame head will give me like 5 rows of my data frame. See, if you see, then if you see is invoice id, customer id, amount total paid, and the discrepancy value. Oh, this is what we have saved in the report. And yeah, and this is just some basic, basic statistics for the discrepancy column. Only for this column, this is, if you see, we only doing this basic stats for this discrepancy column. This just says the count, like 194, the median, standard deviation, minimum, the max. This is a short paid, overpaid, and this is the short paid, minimum and max. Now the system, name and data type of this column. And once that is done, what I have done is I've just identify the most top 10 underpaid invoices, and the top most overpaid invoices. And now this retrieves only top 10. If you see here, we are only retrieving top 10 accounts for the underpaid. Underpaid have a negative or lower number, so it sort them by the ascending order, and find the more sort paid, underpaid. If you see this, so if you see, these are like top 10 underpaid accounts or the invoice number, and these are the overpaid amount. If you see, you know top. So once that is done, top 10 basic invoice value, underpaid and overpaid. I have just created a simple histogram, you know histogram, you know uh, to show the distribution of discrepancy. And now this is only for this discrepancy column, which we saw earlier. You know, yeah. If you see this plot, this is 0. Uh, if you see this, uh, you know, plot, it says most discrepancies are, close to 0. I mean, that means we don't have, which invoices are nearly, accurate, or we don't have a very high discrepancies. A lot of discrepancy. But if you see, this graphs as, when, if you see the right skew, it has, went through till year. So that means we have a very, less number of invoices which are, um, less number of invoices which are more in terms of amount discrepancy. That is a very, a good thing. We have a few invoices which have a high, discrepancy, high amount of discrepancy. That why it has, very long tail and the right. And since the mean is, this is a mean discrepancy, since the mean is, close to 0, uh, underpaid and overpaid are mostly, balanced. However, a few extreme overpayment are, pulling the mean to, right. This is a little bit right, this because of this. And majority of our, majority of our invoices have a small discrepancy. Okay, that's about it. And now what I've did was, next, in the next, uh, I've created a bar chat. This is here. Oh, yeah. Here, before that, before the bar chart, I have just, counted the number of discrepancy for, I've just counted the number of discrepancy for each customer, count how many times each customer has discrepancy, that is with the, invoice count. Now sort the customer in descending order, and it displays, and display a top 10 customer with most discrepancies. So if you see, the customer 59, 89, 25, 31, have the most number of discrepancies. So it is like, 12, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. So I've just plotted that, same this table view in this, in this bar chart. So if you look here, in this bar chart, you can, see the same. uh, if you see Kanol, we have a, 12 discrepancies, and the 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, and there's some, top 10 customers. uh, this is the title. If you see the title, yeah, title, number of, this is the y-axis, x-axis, customer name, and the number of discrepancies. So once that is done, yeah, I've saved this discrepancy report. So if you see, you can see this discrepancy report. If you want me to, save this as, like, again, the 7, this is, XLX, XLSX format. At that time we saved for, CSV format. So if you go back and see, uh, discrepancy report, yeah, let's refresh. Yeah, if you see here, we have this discrepancy report. I have to open this. I can download and open this later. Just, it will show this discrepancy. So once that is done, what I've done is, Now I've sent an email with the automated yeah, I've tried to send the email. So if you see this SMT SMTP lib, uh, this sends an email via the HTMP server. This is the first time this was the first time, like when I was going in and trying things, see on YouTube, uh, ChatGPT, and 1 minute. Stack Overflow. Yeah, I forgot. Stack Overflow has helped me a lot because a lot of people have faced this problem. I could go and see, and ChatGPT has helped me to now when I was very when I used to face very specific problems which I was unable to find anywhere on the internet. You know, that is when ChatGPT came into rescue. This is why I refined this code with ChatGPT. If you see it, yeah, this will send an email an email uh, via an SMTP server, and this SSL that will just establish. Where do I see? Yeah, this is okay. Initially, I tried to with my Outlook account to send an email, but the Outlook was not supporting, and then I researched a little bit more, and yeah, little bit more I found out that using Gmail, uh, yeah, with Gmail SNTP, it is easy to send me an email. So I used this Gmail app password. It was very easy for me, and here I tried sending me an email without adding the file. If you see, the same code is here, the same thing. These are my email configurations. Okay, this is just SMTC SSL. It'll secures the email communication. Okay, and this OS just handles the file operations. Okay, and from email message I have import email message, creates a email message with attachment, and this is the email configuration. This is Gmail, the port, the sender email which I have used my personal email, and this is the app password, and this is the receiver email. This is my other email. So I'm sending an email from this to this. Okay, and file is equal to file is what is discrepancy report. Okay, it'll use this report. No, this report. Yeah, sorry, this report X. Yeah, XLS report, which will send me. So in this function, this function defines to send an email with the attachment. The same thing. It is getting this from this global variables, and yeah, email message. This creates an object, email object. The same, subject is a discrepancy report, and the email, and this will attach the file. This opens the discrepancy, opens the Excel discrepancy report in a read mode, and it will just attach the file and ensures the file name is attached. Okay, and this will now send an email. Okay, this creates a secure SSL contacts, and this starts the this function starts the HTMP session, okay, and upgrades the connection to the secure TSLs and authenticate the Gmail account using the password, and it will send the email. So once, if you see, email, once this is done, it will create the email with the attachments. It will print a message saying that email sent with the attached successfully. Okay, call the functions to send an email. Okay, this will call this function to send an email. See, if I run this, okay, just run this. Let's wait. Yeah, see, if you see, it it told me that email with attachment sent successfully. So it has sent an email from this gmail.com to my receiver at this outlook.com. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, if I opened this, let me refresh this. Yeah, see, I got an email just now, 16, now 2 minutes back. Yeah, see, 0 minutes back, saying that discrepancy report, payment discrepancy report. Please find the attached discrepancy report for review. If you remember, that's what we have set the message. So I'll just open this in the Google Sheets. So if you see this, yeah, convert to table. Yeah, if you see this, the invoice, column name, customer name, invoice amount, total paid, and discrepancy. See, this is what we saw in the SQL. Okay, in our PG admin SQL server. So this is how it sends an email saying that if you see the message from gmail.com, it has sent to my Outlook. So if I go back to my Outlook, and see, I have received this file with the attachment. Okay, see, from my to this email. Okay, so next what I did is I have created this Streamlit dashboard. Okay, this was I saw a couple of repo in Git, which I have just copied a couple of codes and refined them, uh, that helped me most. I have just imported this library. Okay, uh, the same this SNS is just a C C bond, and I've loaded the data. This this uh, catches the dataset so it doesn't reload every time the user interact with the dashboard, and this just loads the CSV file into a data frame. Okay, this just loads the CSV file into data frame. So if you see this title of the dashboard is payment discrepancy dashboard. So we have a couple of filters here. If you see the side header, custom filter, date, amount, and we have applied the filter to data here, and this is a display the filter data, this, and we can download the CSV Excel CSVX creates a download button, and you can directly download the data and save. And I've created this visualization, again this bar chart using the C1 and same discrepancy amount and customer name. So let me do one thing. I didn't know that I cannot learn run this Streamlit run inside the Jupyter notebook. Uh, After struggling for a bit, I have you know browsing through the internet, I got to know this. So I've created same this Python file script. So if you see, this is the same, nothing different. Okay, the same. Okay, this was a really helpful. Uh, yeah, I'll go to my okay, 1 minute. I didn't know that I cannot run this app inside this Jupyter notebook. I have to go back to my command prompt and run it from there. So if you, okay, let me see if I will be able to share the command prompt. I don't think so. Okay, let me see if I can. No, I don't. I don't think so because uh, I can't remove it. Yeah, let me go to my command prompt and go to the directory which, okay, cd desktop, cd uh, manoj work projects. I went to the directory and I'll just Streamlit run app Okay, yeah, if you see, yeah, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this was the dashboard which I've created. This is a real-time dashboard. I have my data here. This Python script is fetching the data from my SQL server, and if you see, we are able to sort by the customer. You can just add the customer, and if you see, the data is discrepancy amount. This is the lowest, this is highest. If you remember, let's say something like here. So if you see, we have the customer data, and it is showing us in the graph. If you see, uh, Agimba has a lot of discrepancy. So if I remove it, yeah, see this dashboard is real time, and it uh, updates in a real time. 1 minute. Yeah, this is what. Now you can add multiple customer. It'll keep on adding to this table, and the same it'll reflect on the dashboard. So if you can just zoom in and see what is happening, what is the discrepancy amount. If you see this, so you can just close, or if you want, you can just see the table. uh, and okay, if you want to remove the customer, you can remove it. And if you want to see the amount, you can see the amount. you know for example, like if you just want to see everybody, and if you want to see the amount wise, you'll be able to see it. It'll take a second. Oh, see, we have a lot of customer name, so it is showing here. If you see the graph, so if I lower a bit, just updating. Okay, the same, we have a lot of accounts. Let's see somewhere here. Yeah, yeah, see, this is only so showing the negative value, because yeah, this will show the positive. So if you see, we have a positive also, and we have a lot of negative, because I have set the bar for 147. And you can download the report, and download the it's in the CSV format. If you want, you can download it in Excel format. See, if you see, you can just download it in the Excel format. See, this is an Excel format, CSV format. This that's it. This is what I have prepared. The end-to-end end-to-end payment discrepancy dashboard.